Okay, start.
Explain the concept of mise-en-scene in cinema and give an example of two particular scenes from any two different or same films in which you find mise-en-scene very
Important. अच्छा, 1 मिनट का टाइम दीजिए.
literally
ये
meaning
जो वेट ये क्वेश्चन जो लिखा गया है उसमें सिनेमा शब्द इसलिए इस्तेमाल किया है कि थिएटर में भी मिज़ ऑन सीन होता है.
जी सर
जो प्ले होता है ये आइडिया वहीं से आया है मिज़ ऑन सीन का, तो इसलिए हमने स्पेसिफिकली इसको सिनेमा के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से क्वेश्चन को रखा है, ना कि थिएटर के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से. इसीलिए हमने इसको अलग से यहाँ पर मेंशन किया है इन सिनेमा. ठीक है, चलिए.
mise-en-scene literally meaning placing on stage derived from theater. Initially the term is used by French film critics and magazine Cahiers du Cinéma. Later it popularized by theorist Andrew Bazin.
एंड्रू
It
नहीं
is
है, ये आंद्रे. ये स्पेलिंग गलत है तुम्हारा.
Andrew Bazin.
ये एंड्रू बजान नहीं है, ये आंद्रे बजान है. इसका स्पेलिंग बाद में ध्यान रखना. ठीक है, चलो.
Spelling most likely ANDRE and BAZIN.
चलो.
Andrew Bazin. It is used to construct a narrative structure through frames and shots to convey the emotion of the character and gives information about the mood of the scene. It consists of many components like cinematography, set design, costume properties, character placement and blocking, lighting, music, and use of colors. Example, opening shot of Parasite directed by Bong Joon-ho. Opening scene is always important for every film as it is a introduction to the audience to occupy from mind. It starts with a view of window. Socks are hanging on a stand fan covered with clips. Visuals of outside through the window gives the information about the ambience. Where outside of the house is bright daylight, inside is dark dull light. Here dull light may symbolize negativity in terms of earning a suitable lifestyle. On outside, folks are appearing who seems to be poor. A boy is crossing the street with his cycle. The camera moves downward after a car crossed. There is a change in the layer, the house on lower ground than the street road. It conveys the class system of the society. Now sunlight through the window is on a character, a young boy who is operating his mobile phone and struggling with network, trying to connect with free Wi-Fi. Second example, Portrait of a Lady on Fire directed by Celine Sciamma. On this scene, first meeting of two female lead, later become lovers. And this scene is going to reveal the main important character. Thus, the scene is very important. The scene starts with marriage with Marine. A painter is going to follow her model Eloise. The painter came down on stairs. Downstairs here may symbolize painter's flexibility towards her model. It is all dark, only the characters are visible. Dark sometimes symbolizes unrevealed thing. The model was waiting near the door. She was aware of her painter coming through the sound of footsteps. When she opened the door, it was all we can see the model from her behind. The approaching of light is like something revealing, feels like spring, colorful leaves are lying. Spring mostly conveys new and fresh. Sir, hello sir, थोड़ा नीचे लीजिए.
Scroll up, scroll down, please. Nice, sir.
एक मिनट. हाँ. मैं थोड़ा पानी लेने चला जाता.
Painter is following the model. Model starts running towards the sea. Painter follows her. Here the emotion between them is driven by model, which I feel is emotionally dominated between the couple.
Okay, so Pragya, first things first. How many words do you think this answer is?
Sorry, exactly maybe within 350 maybe.
This is not 300 words. This is more than almost 3 times the limit, right? So you won't get enough marks with this answer just because it is not fitting in the limited or the given requirement. You see that? So you have to be very, very sure to follow the instructions of the question. Point number one. Okay. Then the second important point is when you say, देखो पहले तो ये भी बहुत important है जो नरेश सर ने point out कर लिया तुरंत, एंड्रयू बाजान नहीं है वो, उसका तो रिसर्च वर्क तुम्हारा प्रॉपर होना चाहिए, अदरवाइज डोंट मेंशन. Mentioning a wrong thing is a bigger mistake than not mentioning it and going just passing by it, just making a reference and then passing by. That is still a better strategy than mentioning something which is incorrect, right? So spelling mistake है, हालांकि इतना problem नहीं होना चाहिए, फिर भी you have to be very, very particular about because these are very important figures, these are very important names in the cinema circles. So they might just immediately pick you up, अरे ये क्या है ये तो, and thoda sa technically as in factually be incorrect. It is not that it was first mentioned in Kayargu cinema, so it is coming from way like much earlier. In fact, it was first pointed out by an American journalist, so we don't have to get into all that details. We have to stick to the question. The question is define mise-en-scène, right? Explain the concept of mise-en-scène. What is the concept of mise-en-scène? Where is it coming from? What is the history? May not, because you have a limited 300 word limitation, you see. So stick to what is asked, right? So what is mise-en-scène? Okay, blah blah blah. Point number one, whatever it translates to, whatever that fits into the what's there in the scene. That's the literal translation. Okay, you can of course write that it is coming from, it has been borrowed from French theater, right? Nothing more than that. This information is good enough, right? And then you get into the details. What are the technically what are the elements which define or which are the aspects of mise-en-scène. So point number one, crops or setting and lighting and whatever, all those details, right? So this is how you should structure your answer, and nothing more than what is needed. So don't get into this trap कि मैं ज़्यादा लिख दूंगी तो मुझे ज़्यादा नंबर आएगा. No, this doesn't work here, right?
This actually sir शायद वो लिख के ऐसे मैंने I mean ज़्यादा हो गया, लेकिन मैं normally short answer ही लिखती हूँ, मुझसे इतना लिखा भी नहीं जाता इसे.
हाँ मैं वही कह रहा हूँ. So be very careful about these things, right? बाकी all the technical details that you have mentioned consists of many components like camera, research, design, costume, वो सब ठीक है, correct है. उसमें एक चीज मिसिंग है वैसे तेरा कि साउंड यहाँ पे तुमने नहीं यूज किया है, म्यूजिक यूज किया है, but lately it has been accepted as in sound is also a part of mise-en-scène, is now a very, very predominantly, like it's a very important it's a very important aspect actually rather, right? As much as the visual, see the idea is because some concept को समझ लेगी ना, that is more important than reading it out and copying or memorizing things. What is important कि जब हम फिल्म बनाते हैं, so हम केवल डायलॉग से या बॉडी लैंग्वेज से या एक्टर के डायलॉग से या एक्टर के एक्शन से सिर्फ कहानी नहीं सुनाते हैं, ठीक है? हम बहुत सारी चीजें उसमें डालते हैं जिससे कि वो कहानी में बहुत जबरदस्त इम्पैक्ट बढ़ जाता है, राइट? फॉर एग्जाम्पल कैरेक्टर जो तुम्हारा एक्टर है वो जो परफॉर्म कर रहा है, तो हमारा कैमरा कैसे मूव कर रहा है, हम उसको कहाँ ब्लॉक किए हैं, ब्लॉक के मतलब फ्रेम में कहाँ रखे हैं, कैरेक्टर को कहाँ प्लेस किए हैं, उसके आसपास का दीवार कैसा है, उसका कमरा कैसा है, उसका स्पेस कैसा है, right? So all of these things create an impact, a subconscious psychological impact on the audience's mind, and all of this is a part of mise-en-scène. So anything that you can think of, and जब वो शॉट चल रहा है फिल्म में, जब वो शॉट आता है तो फिर साउंड में क्या चीजें आ रही है, मे बी शायद बाथरूम में नल के बूंदे टपक रहे हैं, एंड उसकी आवाज आ रही है, तो वो एनहांस कर रहा है. तो एवरीथिंग दैट यू कैन थिंक ऑफ which can exaggerate or accentuate the emotion, the hidden drama in the shot becomes a part of mise-en-scène. It is now that it is accepted. Technically, when it was French theater, it was only these 3-4 things that you have mentioned. That was the only thing. Right? Abhi cinema terms mein, it is a little different. Right? So be careful, as in two things here. Ek to stick to what the question has asked. Number two, understand the concept. Understanding the concept is more important because then you can if the question was not 300 marks, let's say if it was write the answer in 500 words or 1000 words, right? Then you would have gotten stuck. So if you know the concept thoroughly, then you can adjust it as per your understanding, right? 300 वर्ड बोला 300 वर्ड में भी लिख देगा, 100 वर्ड बोलेगा 100 वर्ड में भी लिख देगा, राइट? तो वो इंपॉर्टेंट। बाकी ठीक है, एग्जाम्पल जो दिया है वो भी अच्छा है। इनफैक्ट पहला वाला एग्जाम्पल तो बहुत ही अच्छा है। I had not noticed actually. Now that when you wrote it, while reading it, I realized, yeah, it is very impactful actually. It's a decent example of mise-en-scène. Second film I haven't seen, Portrait of a Lady. I haven't seen Portrait of a Lady on Fire, so I don't really know. But I would suggest examples में if something like mise-en-scène comes, examples अगर देते हो, इनफैक्ट देना चाहिए, तो stick to those masters that we have had, you know, master filmmakers that we have had all along. 10 होंगे, हिचकॉक से लेकर के क्यूब्रिक से लेकर के अभी, इनफैक्ट we can't really consider Bong Joon-ho to be a master, but just with a couple of films, but whatever you think, wherever, you know, pick 5-7 masters, study their films, study their whatever material that is there on the net or in books about them, and stick to their examples from their films. That is more relative. Suddenly you will put in a example of a film which is very rare, and maybe the writer or the examiner, the one who's correcting your paper, has not seen the film maybe, right? तो फिर फंस जाएगी, फिर उसको समझ में नहीं आएगा, पता नहीं ये सही है नहीं है गलत है, you know. So smartly अगर खेलेगी तो I think it is better to stick to those 5, 7, 10 people whom everybody knows, whose films everybody must have seen, you know.
सर एक्चुअली लास्ट टाइम मुझे जो सीन्स याद है तो यही 2 फिल्म मुझे लगी जिसको मैं ठीक से एलाबोरेट कर सकूं, तो अच्छा है।
मैं बस just being on the safer side is what I'm going to say. Nothing more. It's not wrong. The examples are actually very good. So the first example, in fact, is a very good example. So I think it's good. Otherwise, but if it is beyond 300 words, it's useless.
I think मैंने एक्चुअली नोट नहीं किए कितने वर्ड्स हैं, मुझे लगता है 300 के बीच है मेरे।
नहीं, my experience,
मैं उसको ध्यान रखूंगी कि वर्ड्स के अंदर ही हो लिमिट।
तो वो भी बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है। इट्स अ बिग चैलेंज, यू नो, टू curtail your explanation in those given that given space or time or that kind of a, you know, limited resource.
जी सर,
that is a bigger challenge, and that actually perhaps is the test of the question, you know. You never know, because there is a strong understanding in cinema circuits that if you do not follow or stick to the allocated budget or allocated schedule, number of dates or allocated, you know, resources, you're not a very good filmmaker. And this attitude can reflect from anything, from your writing your answers also, you know. So you never know. Yeah. So the idea is to be on the safer side, stick to what has been asked.
Sir, music mise-en-scène में आता है या एक्टिंग म्यूजिक ऐसे जो आता है ये mise-en-scène में आता है?
Of course आता है। अरे एक्टिंग परफॉर्मेंस तो बिल्कुल आता है।
जी सर, एक्चुअली मैं सोच रही थी कि बस प्लेसमेंटिंग, आई मीन कंपोजिशन, ब्लॉकिंग ये सिर्फ आता है।
No. सी mise-en-scène का ट्रांसलेशन ही है, ट्रांसलिटरेशन जो है उसका इंग्लिश में mise-en-scène शब्द का फ्रेज का मतलब क्या है? व्हाट्स देयर इन द सीन। जब वो शॉट चल रहा है, जब वो सीन चल रहा है, उस सीन में क्या हो दिख रहा है, जो भी चीजें दिख रही हैं, दैट इज प्लेइंग अ इंपॉर्टेंट रोल इन द एज पर और vis-a-vis mise-en-scène. नाउ इट कुड बी कि कुछ चीजें तुमने बहुत ध्यान से सोच कर समझ के रखी हैं और कुछ चीजें रैंडमली आ गई है, बट हर वो चीज जो हो रहा है वहां पे फ्रेम में, जिसमें कि परफॉर्मेंस भी है, जिसमें कि साउंड भी है, जिसमें म्यूजिक भी है, जिसमें कि कैमरा मूवमेंट भी है, जिसमें कि सेटिंग भी है। सेटिंग मतलब, you know what is setting?
Set design. जी सर set design,
creating the space, right? So all of these inclusive makes a part of mise-en-scène, and this is the accepted norm of today's mise-en-scène ka definition. If you go by 50s and 60s, then the definition of mise-en-scène is a little different, because by then it was very fresh. By then it was simply borrowed from the French theater, and so they were also sticking to those three four costume, makeup, and of course costume makeup is also a part of results right now. So all of this is very important, but performance is one of the most important things. In fact, the most, I would say, important aspect of element of results. Lighting, camera work, camera movement, whatever that you see on the screen, where you have placed your actors. How does your camera move, camera movement, camera angles, lighting, everything that you can think of, which is being reflected from the screen, is a important part of nuance, right?
जी sir. How, as a director, you can use film festivals to promote your film. Film
अरे ये
festivals are
3 नंबर
gathering
बीच
of
में,
good
एक बार
film.
होल्ड ऑन, एक नंबर 2
हाँ जी
क्वेश्चन
सर,
का है.
वो जो सर एक्चुअली मैंने उसको एक्चुअली मैं थोड़े गूगल किया, लेकिन फंडामेंटल क्लैरिटी मुझे कुछ ज्यादा मैं फ्रेम नहीं कर पाई आंसर मेरी.
ओके.
जी सर. Film festivals are a gathering of good films, filmmakers, filmgoers, and folks who are related to films. Which films are screened and discussed about the film. As a director, if my film got a chance for screening in a renowned film festival like Mami, Nandan, or a
एक
very...
मिनट प्राज्ञा, could you please read a little slow, a little,
जी सर, जी
just
सर.
थोड़ा सा slow, and शुरू से एक बार please शुरू से.
जी सर. Film festivals are gathering of good films, filmmakers, filmgoers, and folks who are related to films, where films are screened and discussed about the film. As a director, if my film got a chance for screening in a renowned film festival like Mami, Nandan, or a very regional level film festival, it has so many possibilities. Media point one, media people also attend film festivals to cover some highlights for their slot. They write about the film. This helps to promote the movie. So many renowned filmmakers attend film festivals. Normally, independent filmmaker doesn't have a chance to showcase their movie. Film festivals made that possible for indie filmmakers. Film festival is a place where we associate with new connection and links that may help to find a market for the film. In the days of internet, social media, when someone likes the film, he or she may write about the film on his blog or social media platform where they tag others can be a scope of promotion of film. People also reference films they like, it also benefit the film. Sir,
Okay.
itna hi answer hai.
Okay, so it's not a wrong answer. It's correct, but yeah, I think you need to read a little more, maybe just a little more. What exactly are film festivals? Are there some other elements associated or attached to these film festivals? Then is it only Indian film festival are you talking about? Why not world in the world platform, right?
जी
Like
सर.
like Cannes and other big important,
सर एक्चुअली मैंने सोचा अगर कांस में जिसकी भी फिल्म जाती है वो ऑलरेडी फेमस हो ही जाती है एंड उसका मार्केटिंग बहुत इजी. मैं गलत हो सकती हूँ, मैं भी ज्यादा
This is
कुछ.
not correct. एक मिनट प्रज्ञा
जी सर.
प्रधान,
हाँ सर.
this is not correct. I can
जी सर.
name you many films which you would not have heard in your life also, and they are Indian films.
right?
जी सर. नहीं सर, मैंने ये सोचा है, मैं नहीं करूँ कि मैं यहाँ सही हूँ, मैं गलत हो भी सकती हूँ, मुझे इसके बारे में पता नहीं था सर. जी सर.
So most logic say even if you have been selected in Mami is also like one of the most important film festivals now in
जी
the
सर.
world. So it's like okay, you may be known, but it is not correct. As Naresh sir points out, there's so many films which has reached Cannes and other big film festivals, and
Sundance.
nobody knows about it. And it's not
जी
that
सर.
they did after reaching Cannes they did fantastic. ऐसा भी नहीं है, but so there's something called there's a concept of film bazaar now. Have you heard of this concept, film bazaar?
जी सर. गोवा में शायद स्क्रिप्ट लिखे जाते हैं, मैं भी.
हाँ, तो film bazaar केवल गोवा में ही नहीं है. It is now almost all the big film festivals that you can think of have something similar happening along with the festival. Now film festival is a very उसका बहुत ही अलग शेड्यूल, उसमें उसका कुछ और कोई ये नहीं, उसमें सिर्फ फिल्में स्क्रीन होती हैं interaction होता है, discussion होता है लोगों के साथ, and it's limited to that. You know, they have slots. Like it's a 5-day film festival, so every day there are like 4 or 5 slots, and there are programs and there are screenings, right? And nothing more than that. But they realized some 10-15 years ago that okay, why not when all of these important people come in, why not also parallelly have another space created for those who want to buy and sell their films. Now
जी
that
sir.
that space, that alternative space, it has been now started being calling film bazaar, and of course it's not that India में ही शुरू हुआ था, ऐसा नहीं है, but it's a very important point. So film festival, ये जो question है, तो I think you should also somewhere in the opening, जहाँ पे तूने फिल्म फेस्टिवल क्या होता है, गैदरिंग ऑफ गुड फिल्म फिल्म मेकर्स जो लिखा है, उसमें एक लाइन और ऐड करके कि पैरेलली दे हैव दिस कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ फिल्म बाजार्स वेयर द एक्चुअल वेयर दिस क्वेश्चन का आंसर एक्चुअली लाइज, यू नो, where I can go ahead and talk to people, meet people, have interactions. I have all those 5 days, 7 days, with me to spend with all of these important people. And also that one important thing here is you have to mention कि your film could be at any stage. You see that?
हाँ,
Your film could be at
pre-production.
pre-production also. It could
हाँ
just be just a written 30-page idea, not even a screenplay. And still you can go ahead and meet people and maybe convince and maybe impress them and get your prospective producer from there or distributors. If let's say you've made a film, भाई दोस्त ये लोग से पैसे लगा करके फिल्म बन गई, लेकिन अब फिल्म बिक नहीं रही है, फिल्म बनने के बाद ही बहुत आधा काम होता है एक्चुअली, नेक्स्ट आधा काम इज टू सेल इट और टू गेट इट टू द बिग स्क्रीन्स, राइट? So how do you do that? So you basically now once again you go to these places, you meet important people who are interested in those films which have been made but where they have not been screened yet or they have not been released yet, and meet them, have a chat with them, impress them. If they are convinced with your understanding of cinema, they would most likely buy a film, and then finally a film will eventually get the screens. So maybe just a couple of hours of reading is needed, I think, and I think that should be good. Otherwise what do you mean? Yeah, factually again somebody mentioned that Nandan is not a festival, right?
अच्छा
Text mein dekhegi, somebody has mentioned, I just got so I don't know. Nandan, yeah, I think Nandan is a cinema
Nandan
cinema
is
hall.
a venue basically where the film festival happens. It's just a venue where the
Okay.
Calcutta Film Festival
Right.
Film Festival happen is one of the venues.
Correct. So it's
अच्छा
just actually a cinema hall. So you have to be factually also correct,
अच्छा आगे
So
जी सर.
अभी देख यहाँ पे तो तेरे को रिसर्च करके आंसर लिखने का टाइम मिला, तब ये गड़बड़ हो रहा है. So वहाँ पे तो you have to be very very careful. So,
बेसिकली फिल्म मार्केट का जो पार्ट है वो आपको ऐड करना है इसके अंदर. बाकी जो आपने पॉइंट लिखे हैं दे ऑल आर वैलिड.
right, yeah. So
जी सर.
cool.
वत्सला सक्सेना.
Yeah.
थैंक यू सर.
Hello, sir.
Hi Vasla.
Hi. So, should I start reading?
हाँ जी.
Yeah.
Mise en scene is a French phrase that means put it into scene or placing it on the stage. Experts say that it is the film's oxygen and refers to everything connected to the visual component and ambience. In film studies, mise en scene comprises 6 elements: setting, lighting, acting, props, costume, and makeup. I detail below scenes from 2 different movies which highlight the importance of the same. The first 10 minutes of Richard Attenborough's Gandhi introduces us to Gandhi, Ben Kingsley's assassin Nathuram Godse, Harsh Nair. In this scene, the sun is an excellent backlight. Godse conspires without a word when he acknowledges a bearded man's nod. Most people wear Nehru caps, shawls as covering for women, skull caps, etc. He blends into a crowd but stands out simultaneously as he is one of the very few with an uncovered head. Another important detail is once he joins the public, we only see his side profile or back. As he nears Gandhi's location, another co-conspirator stands up abruptly near a tree, placing his hands in his pockets. This gesture increases the dramatic tension. Finally, a split second before Godse shoots Gandhi, we see his face from the front, hardened with shadows in the right places. A recent movie centered on a historical figure is Sujit Sircar's Sardar Udham. Sardar Udham is delivering dead bodies to the doctor after the heartless massacre of 20,000 people at the Jallianwala Bagh. The grey stone stairs are stained red due to the rivers of blood, and Udham walks on them barefoot. The contrast dominates our eyes. Another visually dominating instance in the same movie is when Udham looks up at the birds of death circling the sky. Cleverly, the camera pans to a bird's view. Countless bodies lay on the ground, leaving no space even to walk.
Very nice. But once again, there is a problem here. The problem is, as the question, if you read, it's mentioned mise-en-scène vis-a-vis cinema, right? So what you mentioned here is the elements are setting, lighting, acting, props, costume, and makeup. Now, this is a very technical answer, and which relates to what we have borrowed from what is the actual mise-en-scène definition vis-a-vis stage. Right. So this may not be the correct or absolute perfect answer here. Right. So here we have to really include other elements like camera movements, staging, blocking, other elements that you see on the frame, or music or sound, anything that you can think of with regards to cinema. Right. So that is a issue here. So and your examples are good. In fact, I have seen Gandhi, but I don't remember this moment precisely, kind of. But I'm sure the way you've detailed it is nice, is very nice. And Udham Singh, of course, it's a good example. But I think Udham Singh example से better examples भी हो सकते हैं. But I was just wondering, कि ठीक है, what have you done? What you have done? You've mentioned a recent film, and which may not be a bad idea actually, So maybe it is okay. Maybe it is good, even though it is not a very good, an excellent example of mise-en-scène. Because if you go back in the history, we have had brilliant examples of mise-en-scène. But including a recent film perhaps is a decent idea. So yeah, I think it's good.
Sir, actually, I didn't know that sound has become the part of mise-en-scene. So when you told us for the first time, I understood this thing.
Yeah. Now, see, तो हम लोग जब पढ़ते हैं ना textbooks में, so what we are referring to, see, mise-en-scene is a very, once again, it's in a very muddy space. It's not a very, nobody really knows what exactly is mise-en-scene, So only when you start practicing it that you realize, ki, acha, why not? I mean, why not sound? Because mise-en-scene a concept we have just simply borrowed from stage. And stage may, although there is a concept of stage may, sound design there also, but I don't know how or why it is not included there. Okay. So eventually, in these last couple of decades, people have accepted sound also to be a very important element of mise-en-scene. Now, it is technically textbook definition. Maybe what you have written is correct, but that is more theatrical or stage driven than cinema. Right. Because cinema certainly doesn't just have these couple of elements. It suddenly opens up so many more, adds so many more in the list. As I mentioned, camera movements for the staging. Right. So
right.
So you can't avoid that. I mean, you can't avoid the kind of camera movement and the impact that it creates in the audience's mind, or the way it is accentuating the scene. Right. So whatever element of drama that's there in the scene, right, that has to be accentuated. That has to be, supported by other means. Right. Now, what are these means? Whatever those means are becomes a part of mise-en-scène. It is that simple.
Right.
Okay. So yeah. So thoda sa yahan pe technically you may have to mention in cinema we have started regarding sound and music. Music मतलब songs नहीं, maybe I don't know, songs को भी हम लोग mise-en-scène बोल सकते हैं, but in fact it is in fact, but I'm talking about a scene where a proper scene where something is happening, and then whatever element is at play.
So,
Yes.
sir, can we say that the editing is also involved in this?
Now again, it's a very tricky area. I think you should not get into this. There's an immense debate happening right now. If editing, because montage is actually supposed to be a different concept, altogether, almost like a. I don't know if you guys know about montage theory and the concept of montage, right? But I was having a very interesting discussion a couple of months ago with one of my seniors, and we realized that actually editing is also a part, because the way you cut the scene also adds to the drama. You see
Right.
that? But then once again, technically, you never know how to get into that area. But if you ask me once again, yes, I would agree and I would accept. If I'm the examiner checking the answer, if you write montage to be also edit to be also part of the question, and I will absolutely agree and give you a green signal.
Okay, okay. Understood, sir.
Right.
The next.
Okay, so here the question is not written, but it's basically about whether Indian films can go international.
Yeah.
I believe that Indian films are an untapped gold mine. They have a great potential to go global and grab a share of the international market. The following convince me of the validity of my statements. The Asian success of Tare Zameen Par 2007, Three Idiots 2009, and Dangal 2016 has created a favorable impression of Indian films. These movies were famous in South Korea, China, Japan, and beyond. Three Idiots in particular acquired global status. Three Idiotas is a Spanish remake of the same. Though South Korea, China, and Japan are developed countries, unlike India, they are socially conservative and have many of the same concerns and issues. Therefore, progressive reformist films made in India can easily resonate both domestically and abroad within Asia. By breaking more and more into the Asian market, India may get closer to becoming a global powerhouse. Classic Hindi films, notably those starring Raj Kapoor, Dev Anand, and Dilip Kumar, began making their way into Soviet Russia. Raj Kapoor's Charlie Chaplin-esque characters and Avara and Sri 420 became a hit among Soviet audiences. His on-screen chemistry with Nargis was popular. The fan reception surrounding him was akin to the Beatles in the 1960s, critics say. One of the reasons was his image as a do-gooder, impractically romantic but beloved nonetheless. His romancing the lead actress among the Swiss Alps was also a welcome escape for the Soviet audience whose only choice was propaganda films. Even today, the economic and political situations of many countries are dire. Visually stunning, philosophically rich, escapist romances or comedies or even satires could once again catapult Bollywood actors, actresses and stories to stardom. With the rise of OTT, Indian films and shows are making big waves. Jagame Thandi Ram has been in Netflix's top 10 in 12 countries outside India.
Okay. So yes, I don't really disagree with what you have written, but it needs a little more matured, outlook, perhaps. As in, see, if a film is a hit, doesn't really mean we have cracked it. One film a hit or a couple of films here and there becoming a hit. Like, honestly speaking, except for Dangal and that Secret Superstar, no other film has crossed that 100 billion mark outside. Right? So you can't, and if you see the global scenario, so you don't really know, because they play in 300, 400, 500 billion million dollars wala category. Right? So maybe there's still a huge scope, and which is untapped. So if you start with your answer saying कि it is there, we have reached there, I think there is a problem. We are still way behind it. You see? So maybe थोड़ा सा इसी आंसर को थोड़ा rephrase करने की जरूरत है. That's what I think.
Okay.
So to be a little more मैंने भावुक होकर के कि हाँ हम पहुंच गए, ऐसा नहीं है. We are still way behind actually. So yeah, in fact, I'm glad you mentioned Raj Kapoor and Devanand and actually Vijay Anand. Their films were super hit or huge hits in Russia, Afghanistan. Afghanistan is still Pakistan has always been a a party to Indian cinema. But beyond that borders, it's very rare. But Raj Kapoor के ज़माने में ये चीजें बहुत common थी. But suddenly it got a little, got skewed. But
Right,
if
right,
you
right.
if you see in the European context, it may not be so true, right? So except for Meera Nair and couple of others, we haven't really. वो भी Indian filmmakers नहीं है. I mean, they are Indians, but their sensibilities are very European, and which is why perhaps it is. So yeah, I think mentioning those elements also will help you. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
But
So,
end your answer always with कि there is a hope, and there's this huge space still remaining to be tapped, and we are going to be there.
right,
So,
right, right.
end your answer in a positive. Uh,
Okay,
yeah,
thank you, sir.
yeah.
And sir, the third one, I don't know, but this is purely my conjecture. Okay, so as a director, this is how I would use film festivals for promotions. I would apply to various film festivals, including the Sundance Film Festival, Toronto International Film Festival, Berlin International Film Festival, Festival de Cannes, Venice International Film Festival, the Academy Awards, Oscars, etc. At the
You
stage
cannot
of
apply to the Academy Awards. It's not an application you can send over there. It is a country which will nominate a film for the foreign language Oscar. And if your film is American, now recently there has been some change in the Oscar selection process, but you need to read them again and again and to figure it out what makes a film applicable for the Oscar to consider.
right, I made a mistake here. At the stage of selection, I would gather feedback and network with filmmakers like me. If I receive any favorable sign, I will apply for financial assistance as the Government of India provides a film promotion fund. My publicist would generate international press coverage. With the marketing and PR team, I would produce the marketing materials. I will collect the contact details of distributors who could purchase my film in each international territory. Any achievement in turn could be highlighted in the media. I
Right.
would analyze data using technological tools and AI to fine tune my marketing and promotion strategies. Sir, can you go down? Promotion strategies revolving around acceptance or selection at film festivals.
ठीक है सर एक बार ऊपर करिए ना please. So yeah, I think you've mentioned you just nailed it. I mean, there's nothing that beyond this. What else can you do with a film? Okay, so see, the more I don't know. Let me just tell you because I've been to several film festivals, bazaars. So how, and then you can sit back and think and rephrase, restructure maybe, or add a couple of points here and there. So it's just not कि तुम अभी अपने film को ही लेके करते हो. You also end up making great friends with people,
Right, right.
and then which can help you for your later. But yeah, I think you've done a good job here. I think it's decent. It's good. I don't, Naresh sir, I don't know. मैं आपको कुछ ऐड करना है यहाँ पे? मुझे तो
नहीं,
नहीं
उसमें
लग रहा.
फिल्म फेस्टिवल वाला पॉइंट जो है फिल्म मार्केट वाला पॉइंट है और
हाँ, वही एक लाइन ऐड करना होता कि maybe it's not the film festival. Festival actually technically
parallel event going on over there.
Yeah.
और ये सब जो पॉइंट हैं, they are all a valid point. These are the way you can figure it out. और सेल्स जो है, सेल्स एजेंट होते हैं,
right.
सेल्स एजेंट्स का भी थोड़ा सा लिख सकते हैं आप. यू कैन मीट द डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर. कहीं शब्द आपने अगर इस्तेमाल किया है इसके अंदर, आई कुड फिगर इट आउट द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, या डिटेल ऑफ डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर हु कुड परचेज बाय.
Right. So once again, sales agents actually are very important people in these festivals, in these markets. Now, who are these people? They are there to buy your film.
Okay.
Only if they think they are worth being bought. So what you do is you do private screenings for these special people.
This is where Indian Film Festival called IFFI, now it is in Goa, has miserably failed in past 50 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Think about miserably. Why? Because nothing happens by attending these festivals. If your film is there, for example, nothing happens. Even if your film is in the film bazaar and if you buy some time slot, small auditorium is there where you, because people who are buyers are not there.
Exactly.
The international sales agent are not there. Film buyers are not there. I have attended more than 6-7 film bazaars of Goa.
Right.
And it is still the same, similar kind of people who are into a racket of going to some selection committee and jury. Since you don't know that.
Yeah, you know, कि वही 4 लोग ही आते हैं actually
वो
गोवा में.
बार जो है घूमते हुए गोवा में अपना बियर पीने के लिए, वाइन पीने के लिए थोड़ा आ जाते हैं टहलते हुए. And I don't want to name them. I also know them for last almost 25 years. But nothing as a business happens. Very rarely, by luck, something can happen. It's not that. It's by coincidence, but not in a very strategic. It is not by design, but it's by default.
Right.
हो जाता है कभी-कभी. दो कुछ छोटे-मोटी चीजें हो जाती हैं. It has happened with a friend of mine also. But that is by mistake, not by design. You know? So वो सब एक आधा कुछ हो गया ऐसा तो ठीक है. Otherwise, these are not the real hardcore people. Even your own film festival, film celebrities, they don't show up. वो रिबन काटना है, भाषण देना है, वहाँ पे दिया जलाना है तो बुला लेंगे किसी माधुरी दीक्षित को दिया जलाने के लिए, और दिया जलाने के बाद जो है वो सब गायब हो जाते हैं और वो गिने चुने ही लोग होते हैं. The hardcore presence of the film industry is missing from your film festival. That is the biggest failure of this country for last 50 years, where they celebrate the cinema at the name of film festival, and after that they waste so much of money and then nothing happens. Had that money have been utilized by having your own cinema halls to promote the art houses,
right,
in a great achievement. But the government of India has wasted so many thousands and lakhs and crores, not even lakhs, I would say crores, every year on the film festival. I will figure it out, the exact budget of the Directorate of Film Festival, which is a sheer waste, because after that nothing happens. My film
in fact, I think their strategy is so weird and so wrong, actually, you know. अगर इंडियन गवर्नमेंट या the bureaucrats also अगर वो ही नहीं सोचते हैं कि there is something called Indian art house cinema or they are important, तो तुम कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो, you know. And they don't really know, they don't really think, they consider Bollywood to be the only, you know, landmark. Okay, this is what Indian cinema is like, which is actually not correct, you know. And that is what is a big mistake, which is why they don't really care. They think yeah, Bollywood है, लोगों को अच्छा लगता तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं, but ऐसा नहीं है. So
that's why most of the film celebrities, our Indian distributors, producers, they don't come to the Goa Film Festival.
Right, exactly. उनको पता है कि कुछ होने वाला है नहीं,
होना ही नहीं है वहाँ पे, बात खत्म हो गई,
काम का पैसा खर्च हो रहा है.
Oh, that is the reason. Okay.
In fact, that suddenly reminds me, Pragya and Vasla, and also to all of us, maybe mention a couple of films which have actually made it through a film festival, you know, from the past from the recent years. Yeah. Maybe mention a couple of examples that just might help you.
Okay, I'll keep it in mind.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So should we move ahead, sir?
But the difficult part is to get the statistic कि कौन सी फिल्म फेस्टिवल से कौन सी फिल्म का सेल हुआ और वहां पर उसके बाद उसका क्या प्रमोशनल उसको फायदा हुआ.
Right.
तो वो नंबर स्टैटिस्टिक जो है बड़ा मुश्किल से मिलता है. बीइंग इंटरेक्टिंग विद मेनी पीपल आर नॉट विलिंग टू शेयर द नंबर्स. किसी फिल्म को कितने में बेचा गया कोई नहीं बताने को तैयार. आप ढूंढ लो कहीं से तो बात अलग. हाँ जी, शशांक झा, मेजॉन सन. झा जी आ जाइए.
Yes sir, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hi sir.
Hi Abhinav ji. Mise-en-scène. At the visual level, mise-en-scène can be expressed as an image in front of the camera. The costume, props, lighting, setting, performance, etc. all collude to create the mise-en-scène, which is a part of storytelling. In written spoken language system, syntax deals only with the linear aspect of construction, that is time, whereas film syntax must include both developments in time as well as in space. This modification or usage of space is called the mise-en-scène in film terminology. Traditionally, mise-en-scène has been associated with film realism, preserving the sanctity of space, which bloomed in the 30s. Documentaries led by John Grierson, he's a British guy, and Italian Eurorealism in the 40s. Montage, on the other hand, had been associated with film expressionism or formalism. Andre Bazza. By mise-en-scène, he meant specifically deep focus photography and the sequence shot, which allows the spectator to participate more fully in the experience of the film. He also believed that there is a metaphysical consequence of defocus, as it tends to give back to cinema a sense of the ambiguity of reality. Since we are free to choose, we are also free to interpret. Unlike montage, which is highly denotative and feeds the spectator's senses, leaving little room for imagination. Godard synthesized montage and mise-en-scene as different aspects of the same cinematic activity. Montage does in time what mise-en-scene does in space, and that both are merely principles of organization, as per Godard. Godard redefines the limit of realism so that we no longer focus on plastic reality, the filmmaker's concrete relationship with the raw materials, nor on psychological reality, filmmaker's relationship with the audience, but with intellectual reality, filmmaker's dialectical or conversational relationship with the audience, which includes a signifier and as well as the signified. But after all, we need to ask the question as to what came first, the film or the theory. The two examples that I could quote was the hospital scene in Antonioni's La Notte, The Night, and there is a Marathi movie recently came, The Disciple, by Chaitanya Kamane.
Okay.
That is also.
Okay, great. Okay. Sir, एक बार scroll up करिए ना, please. Okay. Bhai, I think you've done a very good job, but I felt somewhere in the thing where it was a little not correct. Let me just go through it.
Yeah. Please.
So you said traditionally mise-en-scene has been associated with film realism, preservative. Okay, yeah, realism traditionally है, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है कि realism को ही सिर्फ cater करता है. In fact, all the more you see a film like वो बच्चे वाला कौन सा है? Any fantastical film.
Okay.
What is that film, yaar?
कौन सा? Animation film is it?
Hollywood film where this kid is it's based on the
तारे ज़मीन पर.
नहीं Hollywood film.
Hollywood.
Baby's Day Out.
No, hold on. बच्चे वाला मतलब based on book. I have the name. It's such a common name actually.
Sir, that British author, the lady.
Yeah, exactly. What's the name?
Okay. अरे यार, वो भूत प्रेत वाला जो है ना.
Exactly. Now, if you're making, you got thing. No, if you're making a
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Right, for example.
Yeah.
Now, Harry Potter is actually a fantastic example, because to create that world, which is actually not a real world, you need all the more. तुमको तो और ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है in strong elements के उन characters के उस world को create करने में, right? So it is not just कि it is associated with just realism. In fact, I think where are you coming from is perhaps that stage wala element. Lekin I don't really believe कि even in French theatre, they were very heavily realistic. No, I think because theatre has also always been very evolved and very, at times really even touches fantasy. So I don't think that is a correct line over there. It is associated traditionally with realism. I'll maybe need to check once again, but I believe it is incorrect, right? So that one line could be a little difficult or troubling. तुम्हारा ये सारा कुछ जो है वो उसमें गड़बड़ हो जाएगा. बाकी तो correct है. Now you mentioned montage, on the other hand, has been associated with film expressionism, formalism. Acha, Samya says, I feel realism is subjective. What was considered realistic 40 years ago? Now,
sir, I have one question, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have one small question. See, this I have gathered from whatever books I read, but I just wanted to understand. अगर exam में सवाल पूछे जाएंगे, तो is it a good idea to go purely theoretical based on what you read in the books?
No, not at all. See, exam में क्या पूछे, तुमने book पढ़ लिया और तुमने अपनी एक धारणा बना ली, ठीक है? समझ में जो भी आया तुमने ले लिया. बट एग्जाम में वो क्या पूछ रहे हैं, वो थोड़ा सा सवाल को टेढ़ा कर देंगे ना उसी सवाल को, तो वो सारा सवाल का वो कॉन्टेक्स्ट ही बदल जाएगा, राइट? सो द आइडिया इज टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट कॉन्सेप्ट थॉरोली, spend a day or two or maybe a week to understand these things. ऐसे mise-en-scène is actually a very difficult concept for the beginners. It's not an easy
thing. Yeah, I can see that.
Right. Until you start practicing filmmaking, you're not going to understand what exactly is mise-en-scene.
Yeah, right.
मैं ही पढ़ के सिर्फ समझ आ रही ना. But जब तक तुम उसको शॉट को लोगे नहीं और उसके इम्पैक्ट को ऑडियंस में खुद फर्स्ट हैंड एक्सपीरियंस नहीं करोगे
Right,
तुम्हें
right.
नहीं समझ में आएगा भैया कि तुमने जो किया वो कितना कारगर रहा है. है वो साइड दैट साइड. स्टिल आइडिया इज टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट कॉन्सेप्ट. मिज़ॉन-सीन की तरह आई थिंक मुश्किल से गिन के 4-5 ही कॉन्सेप्ट्स है फिल्म मेकिंग में ऐसे टेढ़े कॉन्सेप्चुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए. वो 4-5 कॉन्सेप्ट के लिए अगर 4-5 दिन भी अगर तुमने 3 दिन भी दिया एक कॉन्सेप्ट को समझने में अपने रफ्तार पे, I think that is more important because you never know, because whenever there's a question based on a concept, that question can be phrased in 50 different ways.
True.
And it could be seeking 50 different answers, altogether. So until you are conceptually correct, you will never really understand what the demand of the question this time is, and then hence you will not be precisely making your answer, as per the question. So that is one thing you have to understand. And this is for all of us, not just for Shashank, but yeah, for all of us. Yeah. So otherwise, you have done a very good job. I think it's a very heavy duty. I think मेरे को भी एक
So
बार
this is based on books what Naresh sir suggested. So I have been reading for the last one and a half months.
Suggested any book? Which book you are reading?
Sir, the how to read a film. This is all from how to read a film.
Okay, cool. No, it's good. It's good. But then, do you
Books,
understand?
because you need to figure it
No,
out.
sir, to be very honest, I understand it like 99%. I do understand what they're trying to tell me. अभी मैंने फिल्म बनाई नहीं है, but मुझे मोटा-मोटी समझ में आ रहा है what they are indicating at.
Right. Hey, if you are understanding what the book is saying, what the textbook definition is saying,
more or less I am understanding, sir. Although it's a little heavy, but still I do understand.
तो फिर ठीक है. Because then अगर ये तो यहाँ पे गनीमत है, बहुत सिंपल सा है. What do you understand by mise-en-scène? Right.
Right. तो वही मैंने लिख दिया.
थोड़ा सा क्वेश्चन टेढ़ा कर दिया जाए अगर तो फंस सकते हैं. तो वही.
Maybe I will have to read more.
No, I think what you have written is that, and it's not ऐसा बहुत पेचीदा भी कुछ नहीं है. It's a simple thing only. It's just कि maybe maybe a little more, maybe watch a little more, and examples में what
actually watching is more. Yeah.
Okay, you've given 2 examples which are La Notte and
one new movie. This is The Disciple by a Marathi gentleman.
It's a very good example, I would say.
Yeah, there's a very beautiful mise-en-scène in that movie. Each and every frame was like each and every frame was like beautiful.
If you read the question has asked a little different. They're not asking the example of a film. They've asked the example of a scene,
a particular shot.
From the film.
Right. Shot, sir. वो ना मैं बताऊँ. The Disciple was complete mise-en-scene. पूरा movie mise-en-scene था. मुझे ऐसा लगा. और द नाइट में एक सीन मेरे को हॉस्पिटल का सीन याद आ रहा था.
Okay. So
but I think I'll take your point. इसमें डिटेल में मुझे लिखना चाहिए था डिटेल में शॉट्स के बारे में.
थोड़ा सा एक couple of lines. That's because you are also
have to. अभी बात चल रही है तो FTI में एक एक्सरसाइज होता है mise-en-scene एक्सरसाइज.
Right.
पहला एक्सरसाइज वही होता है और
एक्चुअली वो हमारे जमाने से हटाया गया है.
पहला mise-en-scene एक्सरसाइज होता है जहाँ तक मुझे याद है. उसके बाद डायलॉग एक्सरसाइज.
अब वो क्या हुआ था ना, mise-en-scene एक्सरसाइज एक्चुअली मेरे से 1-2 बैच पहले से बंद कर दिया गया था. तो वहां पे देखो वो भी थोड़ा सा नहीं सर, वो भी थोड़ा सा ट्रिकी है मामला. वहां पे फिर एक आइडिया डेवलप हो गया था कि mise-en-scene एक्चुअली मींस लॉन्ग टेक.
करेक्ट, सिंगल लॉन्ग टेक. और ये
बट एक्चुअली इट इज नॉट करेक्ट टोटली,
इट इज नॉट ऑलवेज करेक्ट.
या एग्जैक्टली,
ऑलवेज करेक्ट. बट पर्टिकुलरली ये आइडिया कहीं से जो आया होगा, जहां मैंने बहुत सोचा इस चीज को लेके, ये आइडिया जो है जो FTI में इम्बाइब हुआ, ये 60s के अंदर निकोलस यांचो का जो फिल्म है, हंगेरियन फिल्म मेकर, रेड साम हुआ उसका, और ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट है, और जो फिल्में हैं वहां पर लॉन्ग ड्यूरेशन के शॉट्स हैं जिसमें प्लेन्स के अंदर पीपल आर सिंगिंग, प्लेइंग वायलिन, म्यूजिक, armies they are singing the revolutionary song, protesting against the state. वहां से वो जो पूरा का पूरा कॉन्सेप्ट है वो बेसिकली वो एक, अगर थोड़ा और डीपली देखा जाए उसको, तो वो जो है कहीं ना कहीं वो पूरा का पूरा जो कोरियोग्राफी है उसके अंदर, in terms of the artist choreography, in terms of the camera choreography, all that has come together and has influenced the FTI mise-en-scene exercise.
Yeah. Actually, you're right. In
And
fact,
I don't stuck with that.
and they have gotten stuck. That is the problem. That is the bigger problem कि वो उसके
अब
beyond.
तो उसमें क्या क्या करने की कोशिश नहीं करते हैं. You would laugh when you would see certain exercises when these people are trying without actually knowing to be more gimmickry oriented or doing some other thing which has no logical explanation why you're doing it. But they are doing it. So they have some influence of Tarkovsky's particular film. Partly it is being borrowed from there. Then they try to integrate something else from somewhere which only they knows. But if you have seen that film, so you will figure it out कि अच्छा ये idea कहाँ से उठाया. The source are limited. Source is known to everybody. You know, if it is a classic. तो वो सब होके मिल मुला के जो है ये इंडियन मीज़ान्सीन का जो आइडिया है.
तो वही ना, मेरा वही दिक्कत है ना नरेश कि हमें एक्चुअली इतना कॉम्प्लिकेटेड भी नहीं है, लेकिन वहां पे एफटीआई में हम लोग एक्चुअली फंस जाते हैं. मीज़ान्सीन क्या है, ये क्या ऐसा चीज है.
That is why I asked the question कि फिल्म पहले आई या थ्योरी पहले आई.
Sorry.
So that is why I was wondering about this. Did the films come first or did the theory come first?
No, theory will never come first. It will always
that is what I mean to say, that films are more important than theorizing.
So when you start making and you start understanding, like Hitchcock, if you see, Hitchcock never followed a particular theory, right? He created his own space. He created his own genre. And then people start realizing, "Arey yaar, why is he considered one of the biggest masters?" Because he just followed his...
He broke all the rules.
Right. He did not even follow the rules or broke the rules. It was not about rules. Hitchcock is not bound by rules, or a filmmaker of his stature. You see that? So what then do you do? Of course, to break those rules, you need to know the rules. You know?
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you are just playing in the...
Very correct.
Right. Making no sense. So
right.
So these heavy concepts are actually... you may get entangled, फंस जाओ, ऐसा हो सकता है.
Yeah, I understand, sir. I'll tone it down actually.
So yeah, you have to understand the concept, simplify it for yourself, and then be ready कि भैया अब इसके ऊपर 500 शब्द का भी क्वेश्चन आएगा तो I'll be easily handling it. अगर 1000 का भी आ गया तो 150 में भी 2 लाइन में भी बोलना है तो भी मैं बोल सकता हूँ.
Right.
So idea is to reach there. Yeah.
I understood your point, sir.
So yeah.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. Sir, this is Indian films having an international market with examples. This is completely my take. I might be right or wrong. I do not know. Hollywood films have transcended the barriers of geography and language, and hence have markets around the globe. The reason might be universal appeal of the stories, catering to the generic audience rather than the niche viewers for commercial reasons. Deeper pockets, bigger films, better technology, marketing reach, etc., and a brand reputation. Indian films, though not comparable to Hollywood films, were shown overseas right from Raj Kapoor days when Mera Naam, Joker and Awara were popular in erstwhile USSR and the Middle Eastern countries. Indian films have an international audience which are of 3 types. This is completely my thinking. I might be completely wrong in this. The Indian diaspora around the world who would like to view for nostalgic reasons, the niche viewers of the film festivals, and the rest who view films on the strength of universal stories being told on screen. The first category has a large market in the US, the Middle East, parts of Europe, especially UK, and Southeast Asia. The examples can be Bahubali, 3 Idiots, or PK. The film festival films are those are those that make it to the festival either due to their own merit or by partisan voting. These manage a smaller set of audience. What is not achieved by way of money is achieved by way of fame, future money. The last set is the film, which is seen to have a universal appeal, irrespective of language and culture. Examples are Secret Superstar, it was a hit in Turkey, Dangal, renamed as Wrestler Dad in China, and Mother India. It might have benefited due to its nomination for the Oscars. Mother India was a huge hit at that point of time. Then most of the films doing well overseas are from the Hindi industry, as the regional players are largely constrained by lower marketing budgets. Exception is Bahubali. The economic theory dictates that Hollywood's monopoly would eventually collapse. Not anytime soon though, and Indian films too would see their international market share expand.
अभी तक हॉलीवुड का मोनोपोली जो है खत्म नहीं हुआ है.
नहीं हुआ है, सर, वो तो लिखा है.
Wait. Let me also tell you something which you probably may not be aware of it. हॉलीवुड का फिल्म जो यूरोप में रिलीज होता है, because I have a lot of interest in the European, and I've been to Europe a couple of times, and I have many good friends in Germany. I was a co-curator with a film festival called Bollywood and Beyond for the first 3 years when it was started in Germany, along with Uma Dekona. So in Europe, almost for last 40 years, you can say, Hollywood films released, and French people and German people enjoy Hollywood films dubbed in German and French.
Okay.
Not the English subtitle. Okay? A. B. Earlier, we were very lucky that we were not colonized Hollywood through their cinema. But in past, I would say 10 years, now the market share of the Hollywood film from the Indian cinema hall is quite huge. I would say it has become double and triple what it used to be 10 years back because of the dubbing. The same formula they applied to India and it worked. People love to see a Hollywood film dubbed in Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, and Hindi. Right?
True.
Then the English version. Then the English version, number of prints of release. This is a very interesting subject of research, that how the Hollywood has really taken a deep share of the Indian box office collection, which India was prevented for many years. Somehow they could not penetrate the Indian market, because at the end of the day, market is market. People, money. It come from Europe, it come from India, it doesn't matter. But European market is small comparative to Indian market. That's why all big studios like 20th Century Fox, Miramax, and this and that, they all have offices in India. And they have acquired the stakes in some Indian distribution also by collaborating and all that kind of thing. So what I'm saying is, what your last sentence is, that Hollywood monopoly would eventually collapse. I would say no. Hollywood's monopoly would become more and more stronger in future.
No, I agree, sir. It's very powerful.
They have penetrated in India. It's a quite success. British colonized India in a different way. Hollywood has colonized India through their cinema.
Right. They are corporates. They are businessmen. They are not art. So
that's one thing. So it's
very interesting.
fine. Now is 7:05. We'll break for 10 minutes. Precisely 7:15. We'll be back, guys. So that's it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So yes, guys, we are on. So if Durgeshwari Devi is here, Durgeshwari Sharma is here. Correct. Okay.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Sir, actually, the first answer, I didn't write it according to the exam point of view, but I wrote it according just to test myself how much I've understood the concept.
देखो क्या है, एक मिनट दुर्गेश्वरी, दो चीजें समझो. एक तो अपना फ्रेम जो है दुनिया में सेट कर लो, आई लेवल का फ्रेम होना चाहिए. तुम एकदम हॉरर लाइटिंग वाले स्टाइल के अंदर नीचे कैमरा रख देती हो और एकदम सुमो रेसलर की तरह जो है लोगों को दावा बोल देती हो. तो आई लेवल पे कैमरा होना चाहिए. 250 रुपए का एक स्टैंड खरीदो जिससे तुम्हारा कैमरा जो है आई लेवल पे होना चाहिए. पहली बात. डायरेक्टर बनने जा रही हो तो फ्रेमिंग का सेंस जो है यहाँ से ही चालू हो जाना चाहिए. एफटीआई में जाके होगा नहीं होगा पता नहीं मुझे, बट यहाँ से चालू हो जाना चाहिए. पहली चीज. लो एंगल हॉरर फ्रेमिंग इज नॉट अलाउड. खोपड़ी के ऊपर पंखा चल रहा है, एक ट्यूब लाइट निकल रही है ऊपर से, ये सब जो है पीछे से तार आ रही है साइड से, ये सब नहीं. ठीक है. नाइस प्लेन बैकग्राउंड और सम इंटरेस्टिंग आर्टिस्टिक बैकग्राउंड व्हिच हैज अ मिज़ोन सीन. इफ नॉट मिज़ोन सीन देन
वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
मिनिमलिस्ट. ठीक है. और ये सब जो है, ये सब मैं टू टेस्ट माई सेल्फ फलाना नहीं, ये क्वेश्चन आने वाला है एग्जाम में. अब वहाँ क्या लिखोगी? नो नो आई हैव एक्चुअली ट्राइड टू डू दिस. वहाँ कोई सुनने वाला नहीं है ना, वो कुछ सुनने वाला. ठीक है. क्वेश्चन है एग्जाम में. एग्जाम
I think you should consider these questions to be important questions.
ये जो डे 1 डे 2 जो हमने रखा है, डे 1 जो क्वेश्चन आ चुका वो तो नॉर्मली नहीं आता है. ठीक है. डे 2 में जो क्वेश्चन है, डे 1 का क्वेश्चन जो आ चुका है उसको घुमा फिरा के पूछ सकते हैं वो लोग.
राइट.
घुमा फिरा के पूछ सकते हैं वो लोग. बट डे 2 के जो क्वेश्चन है वो एक्सपेक्टेड क्वेश्चन है कि ये क्वेश्चन अगर आ गया तो क्या लिखोगे.
और ये आएगा ये पक्का आएगा.
ऐसे क्वेश्चन आते हैं. अब मुझे बहुत, मैंने जितना मुझे एफटीआई के पेपर रटे पड़े हैं उतना किसी को दुनिया में नहीं होगा. मैं हर ईयर के क्वेश्चन पेपर को बता सकता हूँ, ये उस साल का क्वेश्चन पेपर. ठीक है. चलो.
Mise-en-scene refers to everything that appears before the camera and its arrangement, composition, sets, props, actors, costume, and lighting. The
And
mise-en-scene.
itself also. Camera itself also. मतलब camera घूमने लग गया. Camera movement is also an important part of the mise-en-scene, which is not there in the theater. ये actually question जो मैं बनाना चाह रहा था, जो मैंने नहीं बनाया, केवल इसलिए कि लोग और घबरा जाएंगे, कि what is the difference between mise-en-scene in theater and mise-en-scene in cinema? जो मेरा जो original question था वो था, वो मैंने थोड़ा simplify कर दिया तो.
वो डरावना होता है.
पूछूंगा तो मैं इस क्वेश्चन को इस तरीके से पूछूंगा जैसे व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन स्क्रीन एक्टिंग एंड थिएटर एक्टिंग. ये क्वेश्चन लास्ट ईयर के पेपर में आया है एक्टिंग वालों का. लास्ट ईयर का 20 का जो जेट पेपर था उसमें ये क्वेश्चन है व्हाट आर द डिफरेंस एंड सिमिलरिटीज बिटवीन स्क्रीन एक्टिंग एंड थिएटर एक्टिंग. तो यहाँ पर क्वेश्चन ये बनाना चाह रहा था मैं जो ओरिजिनली कि व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द mise-en-scene इन थिएटर एंड सिनेमा एंड हाउ इट इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम थिएटर. mise-en-scene जो है थिएटर से कैसे डिफरेंट है सिनेमा के अंदर.
तो ये वाला अगर जो भी सर आपने बोला ना ये सवाल आ जाएगा तो इसके लिए तो बिल्कुल थोरो अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ mise-en-scene होना चाहिए.
वरना कंपेयर कैसे करेंगे आप?
कैसे करोगे?
थिएटर में और सिनेमा में अलग अलग कैसे होता है mise-en-scene? व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस? डिफरेंस तो तब बताएंगे ना आपको थिएटर का mise-en-scene पता होगा और सिनेमा का mise-en-scene. जैसे एक क्वेश्चन है जो मैं कभी अभी शायद आने वाले किसी टाइम में रखूंगा. आई एम प्रिपेयरिंग माई सेल्फ टू पुट दैट क्वेश्चन एंड द क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन इमेज ऑफ ए थिएटर एंड इमेज ऑफ ए फिल्म. जो थिएटर की जो इमेज है, आपने एक फोटोग्राफ खींच लिया थिएटर का, तो एक इमेज है वो. उस
ये आप डायरेक्शन वालों के लिए रखिएगा.
इमेज के अंदर क्या फर्क है?
ये डायरेक्शन वालों के लिए रखिएगा, कैमरा वालों के लिए.
डायरेक्शन का ही सिनेमेटोग्राफी का चक्कर नहीं है इसमें, क्योंकि एलिमेंट है ना. जो विजुअल जो mise-en-scene की बात हो रही है ये वही चीज है जो मैं उसमें दूसरे तरीके से पूछूंगा.
ब्यूटीफुल
कि भाई जो थिएटर की जो इमेज है जो आप देख रहे हैं अभी थिएटर में, वो एक इमेज है. अगर मैंने उसका एक फोटोग्राफ खींच लिया, जो कि खींचता ही आदमी पूरे 2 घंटे के प्रोडक्शन में, मैंने अगर मान लीजिए 200 फोटोग्राफ हर मिनट 1 मिनट के बाद मैंने फोटो खींचा, तो वो जो 200 फोटोग्राफ आए या 120 फोटोग्राफ आए, और अगर मैं 2 घंटे की फिल्म में ऐसे 200 120 इमेजेस निकालता हूं, तो उन इमेजेस और इस इमेजेस में क्या फर्क होगा? इवन इफ इट इज अ प्ले फॉर एग्जांपल ऑफ ए शेक्सपियर.
Even if it is
a play of a Shakespeare happening in theater, and if it is the same play is being converted into a film by any filmmaker, what would be the difference in both while the text remains same?
Very nice.
So chaliye.
Okay. The mise-en-scene, along with the cinematography and editing of a film, influence the believability of a film in the eyes of its viewers. The various elements of design help express a film's vision by generating a sense of time and space, as well as setting a mood and sometimes suggesting a character's state of mind. The two scenes I find important are the ones in which Mrs. Torrance brings breakfast for her husband and the bar room scene from Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Lighting. On the ceiling, we see lights that run in diagonals towards the far right corner of the room. The perspective of the shot leads us to an infinity of emptiness, a horrific horizon on the ceiling. We see lights that run in diagonals towards the far right corner of the room. There is also a lot of light on the wall behind the bar. It resembles the light of the blinding snowstorm outside, suggesting a frightening emptiness. Another portal to the inhuman, a supernatural world. The light on the bar itself lights Jack's face from below, making him look even more crazed as he converses with Lloyd. Composition. In the breakfast scene, we find Jack sleeping on the bed. It's only when his wife enters do we realize that what we see is his reflection in the mirror. The entire scene has been shot using the mirror. In the barroom scene also, the mirror is used effectively. Initially, we see a human figure opposite Jack, but on close-up, we see that there is nobody in front of him but his own reflection in the mirror. Set. In the breakfast scene, the bedroom has been set up with blankets, breakfast cart, a cozy bed, mirror, all to reflect the psychological state of the characters. In the barroom scene, there are a lot of tables which give a depth to the hall, and it has been set up in such a way so as to indicate that a lot of people can fit in it. So can you scroll down? Props. In the breakfast scene, the breakfast cart and breakfast suggest that they are at leisure and enjoying their stay. In the barroom scene, the way Jack drinks and moves the glass suggests his crazy, hallucinating mental state.
एक मिनट, ये प्रॉप्स इन द ब्रेकफास्ट को लेके मुझे एक बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग सीन याद आ रहा है। बहुत सालों पहले एफटीआई में एक जर्मन पैकेज आया था, उसके अंदर एक फिल्म था, मैं नाम बताता हूँ, अभी याद आ जाएगा, डोरियन ग्रे एज प्रोजेक्टेड बाय येलो प्रेस। बड़ा अजीब सा ये फिल्म है, और उस फिल्म के अंदर एक सीन होता है कि बड़ा सररियलिस्टिक सीन है। वो एक लड़की जो है बड़े स्टाइल में कपड़े बड़े पहन के कुछ अजीबो गरीब से आती है, और इट्स लाइक ए एलियन in a very stylistic costume and very strange kind of design, and she asked what you would like to have, breakfast American style or breakfast continental style. So this character says breakfast American style. So next shot that lady or girl comes with a small plate in which there are few capsules and tablets and tonic is there.
Right, very nice.
That's a breakfast American style.
See, this again is a important mise-en-scène ka element, how you're conveying the message.
Prop and breakfast I could connect. In that breakfast, the prop is the capsule and 2 or 3 tablet and small tonic. So that could be also a breakfast prop.
And it summarizes the American culture actually.
Correct.
So beautiful.
The pop art. Chaliye.
Color. The light accentuates the red color scheme in the barroom. Many of the furnishings, some on the walls, Lloyd's jacket, Jack's jacket and face, all are red, meant to suggest associations of blood and murder or red rum. In the breakfast scene, light colors are used to represent the start of the day and light mood of the actors. Costumes. In the bar room, so please hold on. In the bar room scene, the red color jacket Jack wears is an indicator of blood, murder, anger. In the breakfast scene, both the actors wear light colored night dresses. Actors. At first in the bar, Jack is alone talking, which reflects his mental state. It's after a few seconds that Lloyd is introduced as a bartender, each facing the other as if Lloyd was already there. In the breakfast scene, the actors are placed in such a way that their reflection is captured in the camera.
Okay, so एक बार सर ऊपर जाइए ना. Okay, so see, I think you've done a very good job, Durgeshwari. It's just a couple of things. Point number 1, I think it's a little too long, right? 300 words says that. You have to maintain that limit. Second, the elements that you mentioned, again, the lighting, composition, set, props, और क्या सर एक बार नीचे जाइए. Colors and costumes and actors. Now, camera becomes a very important piece here, which you should definitely underline. In fact, if I remember, it's a very slow track in that scene. I don't really remember right now very precisely, but as far as I remember, when the two people meet and they that face off, conversation between the two in the bar sequence that I'm talking about, and it's a very slow tracking, and that actually adds to that drama. So camera is a very important element of mise-en-scène. Camera से मतलब है camera, composition, framing, angle, camera movement, everything, staging.
Cinematography is a better term to include each and everything.
Cinematography, yeah.
Just simply say cinematography, which means
everything.
Composition, lighting, camera movement.
True, lighting, exactly. So all of these things.
To some extent, you can say set design also, but that's a different department, and costume is a different department.
Set she has mentioned, I think. Set.
She has mentioned all those things.
Yeah. So except for these two important things, yeah, your answer is correct, but a little too long.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir.
Only thing is, would you be able to remember that much at the time of writing? Because it's a 20-minute maximum you will get.
Yes, sir.
10
So
marks and
what?
20 minutes. This is a 10 marks, 20-minute question and probably 3 pages.
Right.
Yes, sir. So,
This is
so
what I
what
have.
I've written in composition, can it come under cinematography?
Of course, lighting, composition, camera movement. They all are 3 important ingredients of cinematography.
Okay, okay. Fine, sir.
चलिए, next. बोलिए.
Yes, I do feel that Indian films have an international market in countries like Russia, UK, Accra, China, South Korea, etc. The Indian films make a good amount of revenue. The first Indian film to have a commercial release in an overseas territory was Dharti Ke Lal, directed by Khwaja Ahmad Abbas. It was released in the Soviet Union in 1949. The first film to have a worldwide release in many countries was Aan, directed by Mehboob Khan. Till the 1980s, the largest overseas market for Indian films was the Soviet Union. Indian films were routinely released with hundreds of prints in the Soviet Union, with the most popular Indian films releasing with more than 1,000 prints there. The highest grossing Indian film in the Soviet Union were Avara and Disco Dancer. Since the 1990s, the largest overseas market for Indian cinema has been the South Asian diaspora. With the popularity of Shah Rukh Khan, he is largely credited for starting the trend of Indian films targeted overseas NRI audiences. Films like Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge, Kal Ho Na Ho, etc. were a huge hit for NRI audiences where Shah Rukh Khan was an NRI. Amir Khan opened up the Chinese market for Indian films in the early 21st century. His Academy Award nominated Lagan became the first film to have a nationwide release there. Movies like Three Idiots, PK, Dangal, etc. gained a large growing Chinese fan base to Amir Khan. Indian films featuring mega stars with a global appeal, coupled with backing of affluent production houses, garnered millions of ticket sales around the globe.
Okay. So,
लास्ट में आपने कुछ और थोड़ा रिसर्च करेंगे तो आपको पता लगेगा. I was trying to corner a lady who was heading the overseas market of these films. Somehow I could not interview her, but now she has left the Sony Picture and moved to some other place. Probably now she would be able to talk a little better. So some of the film which could make recently entry into China was also this blind film of Sriram Raghavan's film.
Andhadhun.
Andhadhun bhi was released in China. Then ये जो क्रिश करके फिल्म था वो भी उनका चाइना रिलीज था. उसका चाइना रिलीज जो है of Indian film made lot of money over there, which people don't want to talk and discuss, but and there is a restriction about the distribution also. There's a policy of the China that so many films can be released from the foreign countries in total. तो वो कुछ चक्कर है उसके अंदर थोड़ा सा कि some distribution houses can do only one film or two film or something like that. But in any way, they cracked that market under whatever theory and made huge amount of money, which they don't want to discuss in public and make more awareness so that other people should not corner into that. But in the business, people who want to find out, they always find out. So that's you could have mentioned these China release of Indian films. Do a research and figure it out. Then it will add more values. Merchant Avery Production was the first production house where initial films were directed by James Avery, which were based in India. You know, were the films which were globally released. They were not released in India.
House, you said?
Merchant Avery, Ismail Merchant, James Avery. Merchant Avery Production, James Avery was American, Ismail Merchant was Indian. So Merchant Avery Production, Householder, Shashi Kapoor was a good friend of Ismail Merchant. So most of these films has Shashi Kapoor as one of the lead actor. Shakespeare Walas and this Householder and one or two more films. So initial 3-4 films James Avery directed with India as a base. Then he directed films as a Hollywood as a base. So if you see the James Merchant Avery Productions list, you will see some Indian films over there. Okay. So then the Mira Nair came and then other people followed the suit. But that was the beginners basically. That's how Indian film got little more wider audience. Then some other people, NRI people based abroad, who made subject with the Indian subject, kind of a cross country culture, India versus Britain, this Gurinder Chadda and other film. to large extent, as long as there's an Indian character, it's an Indian film, I would say, where the Indian culture is being exposed. Not just the character, but Indian culture is connected there. So crossover films was the term. I wanted to use the idea of the crossover here.
Right.
But I thought that would be a little confusing for you people. I made it a little more simpler. So these are the crossover films from India, which penetrated in the international market. And that was the idea of a crossover film. Crossover means the films which are cross the boundaries of NRI pocket abroad. Not just the NRIs, but white people would come to watch a film. And you would be surprised to know that Meera Nayar's film called Monsoon Wedding, when it was released in the US, it was the highest grosser of that particular year among the foreign language film released in US.
Right.
In that particular year, foreign language films released in US, that film was the highest grosser. So, and it's an Indian film, but done in an international style.
Yeah.
The style is different. If you eat the chole bhature in Germany, Berlin, it will still be a chole bhature, but it will be prepared from the European point of view. Spice would be less. There will be some little, which you will not find in India. So the content remains same, but the style gets served in a different way.
The sensibility is different.
Correct.
And that makes the difference actually.
That makes the difference. Because I was in Berlin once with a friend of mine to take him to an Indian restaurant. So that guy looked at me and he said, sir, how should I prepare? In Indian style or in European style? I said, chole bhature, how you can prepare in a European style? Bole, sir, hota hai thoda sa. Batayenge, kha ke dekho.
Like Chinese jo hum yahan khate hain na, so there are two kinds of Chinese food. Chinese, the Indian Chinese food, Indian style, and the Chinese, the authentic. So authentic we will never like. It's very bland.
इंडियन स्टाइल में क्या है वो थोड़ा सा धनिया भी ऊपर डाल देंगे
तो ये वो वाला
बिहार में अगर बन रहा है पिज्जा तो उसको ऊपर थोड़ा धनिया भी छिड़क देंगे तो बिहारी स्टाइल का जो पिज्जा होता है वो थोड़ा अलग होता है
राइट
चलिए
so yeah let's move on.
Next,
the importance of film festival rests in the marketing. One of the greatest reasons to attend a festival is to start the hype of the film. Getting local bloggers and reviewers to view and comment on the movie is one way to start the buzz about the project. Selling the film. Certain festivals are really good at attracting film buyers. These film buyers attend hoping to discover and acquire the latest hot property before their competitors do. Attending a festival with an audience of like-minded people from all walks of life is a great way to expand your circle of influence. The film does get promoted through mouth publicity, whatever your position in the film industry. Winning an award at a film festival is a great reason to put laurels on the film poster. You can attract a larger audience if you win awards at prestigious film festivals.
But this is not actually valid in India. If you put some what we call it as a leaves, corner round leaves over there, that festival logo, sometimes it is a negative publicity for in Indian content. Thoda art type ka film hai hatao ye film you know, so it may not work in Indian sense of the term. I know certain people who see when these leaves over there is a ye wala film nahi dekha. I said why? Bola yaar bada so it is a negative publicity in Indian context. That you also need to remember.
Okay.
And also one more thing here, it is only I think only one aspect of film festival thing that you have mentioned. The other aspect once again is how you meet and interact other filmmakers and other big people from across the globe, or if it's a local film festival, at least cinephiles or enthusiasts, film enthusiasts, they all come together. So that interaction actually helps you a lot in promoting your film. So you must mention that also.
Okay, fine.
Lesson Fargan is back.
Thank you, sir.
With his reverberating sound.
Good evening, sir.
Now he has a halo around him.
Hi.
You can see he has got enlightened. Too bright a background he has found somewhere in his.
Okay. Lezen, where are you from? Lezen, sorry.
I'm from Kerala, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think Indian films have an international market? If yes, please describe in 300 words with suitable example. Indian films do have an international market. Number one, Indians are in every part of the world. This helped to spread Indian culture across the globe. Similarly, the Indian films too. Indian film industry is primitively known for its songs and dances. It started to be recognized by the Indian audience. Three Idiots is a prime example where it grows to almost 200 crore from China due to the people having connect of the story themselves. Connect to the story themselves. The filmmakers have started to make films for the audience internationally, but with the arrival of OTT platforms like Netflix and Prime Video, more films go to the worldwide audience. Tamil film Surarai Potrai and Hindi film Shersha are the prime examples of these. One of the biggest successes of the Indian films is that they have started to integrate the audience worldwide need to these Indian concepts. Many markets like China, Germany, Italy, Arab nations have started showing more interest in Indian cinemas. Many stars like Hrithik Roshan, Priyanka Chopra, Shah Rukh Khan are being famous for their looks outside India, which have made them huge fans outside India. Number three, Indian films have now started to use the equipments and technology like CGI and virtual production, which was used internationally, which helped us to produce big budget movies which performed huge at the box office worldwide. Bahubali, a multilingual series films with 2 installments made for 750 crore plus, performed well at the box office, bringing in 2,800 plus crore at the box office.
Okay. So I'm glad you mentioned one thing which abhi tak kisi ne bhi nahi mentioned kiya tha, which
Numbers.
is the, sorry?
Numbers, 750 crore, 2000.
Yeah, of course. Even that is important, very important, at least in this question. And the other thing is OTT platforms, the importance of OTT platforms in making the Indian films, literally globalized right now.
Right.
So that actually is a very important, very, very important point. I think all of us must make a note here, right, people? Importance of OTT platforms and how things have changed. This is I think the most important thing, here. So more or less, you have done a good job, Lesson, and
Yes, sir.
most of it we have already discussed. Whatever that, I don't know if you were listening to other discussions.
Yes,
So,
I was listening, sir.
yeah. So I think nothing much to add beyond whatever we have already discussed. So, एक मिनट सर एक बार वापस स्क्रॉल अप करिए ना प्लीज. Yeah. So. Yeah, fine. Yeah, Amir Khan becomes a very important, iconic face in the international scenario. You must mention that.
He was the first person to bring 300 crores mark in India, sir.
See,
and
देखो ये भी important है. This is also very important. The important thing is all these faces, all these Shah Rukh Khan, Priyanka Chopra, Hrithik Roshan, they are important, but it's only Amir Khan who crossed that $100 million mark, $100 million ka mark, with his Dangal and the other one, Secret Superstar.
Secret
so
Superstar.
Suddenly he's in internationally, he's huge. These are important, Shah Rukh Khan and his films, but they are somewhere still a little more limited towards the Indian diaspora. But Amir Khan with Chinese market, Chinese में तो Indians कितने हैं यार, मुश्किल 10-15 हजार होंगे. And there he makes it big. So I think it's a very important.
So I heard that Amir Khan is a everyday superstar over there, sir.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to mention Amir Khan if a question like this, ends up in your paper.
Yes.
You have to mention his name, along with all of these, of course. But yeah, that's it. I think let's move ahead.
Yes.
I think,
okay.
Yeah.
So can you respond? Okay. How, as a director, you can use film festivals to promote your film? Number one, networking. Film making is all about networking. As a film director, I would go and meet people in the film festivals who would help me to get a distributor for my film. I would also network to promote my film, which would generate a word of mouth during and after the festival. Number two, awards. Awards are a main part of film festivals. It can help me to generate a free press, which would lead to people who would like to distribute my film. So many films have been distributed by this way. The Disciple by Chaitanya Tamhane, where it won awards at several festivals and was backed by Netflix during its run at Toronto International Film Festival. Number three, prize money. Prize money, which comes with some cash or can also be used to self-promote and distribute through YouTube, Amazon Video Direct, etc. Number four.
Wait. ये prize money जो होती है, ये हमेशा producer या director को नहीं मिलती है. Sometime it goes to an actor or actress. Like best actress का award जो है last year एक मराठी को film को मिला जो 10 लाख का prize था. She never thought in her whole life कि वो 10 लाख रुपए उसको पूरी फिल्म का 2 लाख रुपए मिला होगा काम करने का, but award was at 10 lakh rupees last year in Goa Film Festival.
Yeah. And also you know the kind of money involved in promotion and everything. ये 10 लाख रुपए अभी मिला हो तो it's peanuts, you know, in that scale. You know? So I don't
But
think.
in a way, sir, in a way, it can be helpful.
Yeah, it can be, of course. Let's like yeah. Okay, no more.
Okay, sir. Number 4, critical analysis and advice. Film festival is a place where a film is shown to people and critics whom you have never met. These people can provide you with the critical analysis of the movie, which could not be provided by the people who you closely know. Also, experienced directors and producers who had watched your film can also give you advice on various aspects of the film.
Yeah, but this point holds true only if your film is still being made.
And if it is good.
Yes, yes, sir.
Publicity. And if it is badly made film, then you are gone.
And then you're gone, actually, you know. So if your film is done and then people are pointing out mistakes, then you can't
do anything.
So, like, yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I think correct. I think you couple of points you've added, which is very, very fine, very nice. So yeah, I think it's good. It's actually very good. And I think it's also under 300 words, kind of.
Very
yes, sir. It is 250 words, sir, only.
Okay. I don't know if kam likhna zyada sahi hai ki nahi.
Yes, I always write little less, sir. Every time I have to increase it. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Earlier he used to write long answers.
Oh.
Anyway, Purushottam Gogoi.
And you haven't mentioned, listen, you mise-en-scène?
So mise-en-scène, I don't know, sir, what it is.
Okay,
so,
no problem. Now you know, so it's
yes,
better if you answer 2 only. The other people can also do that. Purushottam,
yes.
quick.
Hello, sir.
Okay,
I'll start.
Yeah.
In layman terms, mise-en-scène of a film is defined by settings and blocking of actors in a scene. But in broader sense, mise-en-scène is a very subjective and deeply nuanced art. A scene is an amalgamation of sounds and image, composition, lighting, color, blocking, set design, costumes, sound and music creates a world in a screen. A director must play around within these elements to create the mood or the environment of a scene. These environments must also maintain harmony and consistency, which will establish a rhythm of the film and keep viewers hooked to the screen. Whether theatrical or naturalistic mise-en-scène thus might generate feelings and subconscious plot lines in the viewers. For example, sound effects, lighting, and blocking are used in horror movies for jump scares. In examples of mise-en-scène in film scenes, in the 2012 classic Inside Llewyn Davis by Coen Brothers, dulls down the colors to accentuate the struggle of folk musicians in 60s America. The very first scene starts with a shaky shot of a mic and a guitar chords plucking away sweet country music. Camera pans as Oscar Isaac starts to sing in a dark bar in New York City. With low-key lighting but soft images showed the contrast between the soothing nature of folk music and the real-life struggles of the musicians. The audience sat around the bar in dark like quiet statues, helped isolating the lead and emphasize the beauty of the song. Another example is in Chungking Express, writer-director Wong Kar-wai played with frame rates to shoot the unconventional chase scene to chaotic market in Japan. He also used intense violin music scores and slow shutter through a narrow space to induce feelings of disorder and hastiness.
अभी मैं एक चीज पॉइंट आउट करूं क्या यहाँ पे देखो what you have done is a very good job. I don't really I'm not contesting you there, but you know with me it has happened. So in my when I cracked my second when I was appearing for my interview, they actually took out my written paper and they asked me कि तुमने यहाँ पे ये आंसर लिखा है इसका मतलब बताओ.
Which means you answer sheet in the examination.
Yeah, okay, your written ka my written examination ka written ka answer, subjective answer, some answer I forget it now. And they took it out and they asked me, what do you really know what you have written, right? Now, if you see the last bit, you have written in Chungking Express whether writer director Wong Kar-wai played with frame rates to shoot an unconventional chase scene through a chaotic market in Japan. he also used intense violin music score and slow shutter through a narrow. Now they will immediately ask you, what do you mean by slow shutter? What do you mean by frame rate? You know?
Yes, yes.
So if you're mentioning these things, you better know what you're writing. You see that?
I know something about like they use step printing. They from 24 FPS they use 23 FPS or maybe 22 FPS, and then again they double the frames.
Yeah.
So
Fair
and
enough.
slow
So you
shutter
need to,
is
yeah,
like
yes.
it creates it creates a it
So
creates
suddenly you are
rolling shutter
opening, hold
kind of.
on, you're just suddenly opening another, can of worms.
Yes,
तुम
yes.
खाली slow shutter you word use किया यहाँ पे, लेकिन you suddenly have opened a huge then world, suddenly. Now what is slow shutter? Where is it coming from? Why? How do you exploit it? How do you use it aptly? What other elements of camera can you use along with slow shutter? खाली अकेले slow shutter से नहीं होता है.
Yeah, yeah,
और
yeah.
भी चीजें involved होती हैं, lighting involved होता है maybe at times, so lens
Mhm.
involved होता है. So a
Mhm.
lot of things suddenly crop up. So you better know these things. It's only then that you go that technical. Otherwise, refrain from going very technical.
Yes, sir. Yes, I understand. No,
In fact, it's always good to go technical, but then you make it sure that you know all of this, thoroughly.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
And
No,
one more thing I felt in the sorry, but could you please go up once? Okay. So first line that you mentioned, in a layman term,
in
okay,
layman
mise-en-scène,
terms.
yeah, scene of a film is defined by settings and block of the actors in a scene. Now, this is actually a wrong statement. This is just there is nothing like a layman term. Mise-en-scène is a mise-en-scène, and there is a proper. There are two definitions. One is the textbook definition.
लेमैन जो टर्म होता है, जैसे नमक दे दो, सब्जी में नमक डाल दो, तो नमक जो है लेमैन टर्म है. सॉल्ट, केमिस्ट्री में सॉल्ट नहीं बोलते हैं उसको, केमिस्ट्री में बोलते हैं सोडियम क्लोराइड.
Right.
Yes, yes.
टेक्निकल वर्ड है सोडियम क्लोराइड. अब एसिड दे दो, एसिड धोने के लिए काम आ जाएगा. एसिड जो है वो H2SO4 होता है या
HCl होता है या 25 तरह के एसिड होते हैं,
या और होता है, तो
कौन सा वाला
टेक्निकल
एसिड?
जो है वो होना चाहिए.
Yes, sir. I understand.
So you have mentioned only two things, which is
Little tricky to define for you,
so,
unless you know properly. ठीक है जी, चलिए. International market for Indian films.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Indian film industry already competes with mammoths like Hollywood in the market, with huge fan followings in the neighborhood countries like Pakistan and Bangladesh. Indian mainstream films have huge success in South Asia. Indian big budget films have also seen significant success in China. Stars like Amir Khan and Salman Khan is a known name in China. Although the political relation is strained between the two countries, but when it comes to cinema, Chinese audience does have a certain kind of love for Bollywood films. During the release of Dangal film earned a lot of appreciation and money, and all the credits goes to over-the-top promotion by the filmmakers. In the Middle East, countries like Morocco and UAE have significant viewers base for Indian films. Shah Rukh Khan is a household name in Morocco. During the Morocco Film Festival, the Indian Heartthrob was awarded a Medal of Honor, one of the highest Moroccan honors. The megastar himself stated that he was overwhelmed by the response of Moroccan crowd. The film My Name is Khan is starring the star as lead earned significant revenue in US. India is a populous country, and many foreign countries like UK, Canada, and the USA has significant population of Indians, where big budget films can earn money. Indian films have many musical montages with song and dance, which is why Bollywood films are always expected to be lighthearted and jolly nature. The reason why this is the reason why foreign audience appreciate Bollywood films due to its sheer entertainment purpose. Although Indian films have notable amount of foreign audience, but that is only in the industries like Bollywood and Tamil movies. The regional cinema was struggling to cope under the big pressure from these industries. But due to the rise of online platforms, the situation is changing for the better. India has a very smaller number of theaters theaters compared to other countries. I think establishment of more cinema halls around the country would boost regional industries. If the regional cinema earn appreciation it deserves in India, then it would also flourish in foreign countries.
Okay, I don't really have a problem with whatever you've written, except I think you need to be a little more, just say, in the last question, this guy mentioned, Leslie mentioned the numbers, digits, kitna
Yes,
paisa
yes.
kamaya. So if you can arrive at some kind of a number, if you know something, fact, as a fact, that will
ये
help
जो
you.
पॉइंट है 6 पॉइंट, इसका कोई लेना देना नहीं है इंडियन मार्केट का इंटरनेशनल मार्केट से. India has a very less number of small theater compared to other countries. I think establish more and more. ये तो ठीक है, but इसका इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में
तो वो क्या कह रहे हैं ना कि अगर
number of has nothing to do with that.
रीजनल सिनेमा मतलब फेमस यहाँ पे ही नहीं होता है, यहाँ पे ही स्ट्रगल करता है.
नहीं, वो स्ट्रगल इसलिए नहीं करता है कि वहां पर थिएटर नहीं है. स्ट्रगल इसलिए करता है कि उसके अंदर जो है, एक तो स्टार कास्ट नहीं होती है, सबसे बड़ी बात होती है. अगर आपके पास स्टार कास्ट है तो वो फिल्म जो है रीजनल सिनेमा में भी चलती है. अगर आपके पास स्टार कास्ट नहीं है, अननोन लोग हैं, तो नहीं चलेगी.
Okay.
So that is the one reason, but this particular point has nothing to do with the Indian films having a market abroad.
And एक और चीज, I feel it's बहुत ज़्यादा लंबा है. I think once again,
length थोड़ी सी ज़्यादा है. It can be cut down little more easily.
It's of 300 words, sir.
चलो कोई बात नहीं. As a director, how you'll use the festival to promote your film? लंबा है, थोड़ा से point जो है छोटे crisp हो सकते.
Okay, sir. And film festivals are a vital link to global film culture. The variety of films submitted to each festivals are high, which essentially establishes globalizing network for artists to share, collaborate, and create. Diversity of films from different countries divided by language and culture are appreciated in a film festival. Usually, the crowd of film festival consists of theoreticians, critics, artists, and film buffs. It's a filmmaker's dream to see his movie up in the silver screen. Now, due to global digitalization, an appreciated film immediately comes to limelight and crosses the boundaries of communication even to the remote places. Indian documentary films often struggles with earning money and appreciation. Film festivals are the perfect platform for filmmakers to present these low budget and yet substantial cinema to the world. Assamese films have often struggled even with arranging theatrical release. In 2008, Nirma Das's film Village Rockstar earned a nomination in TIFF, which as a result helped the film to be appreciated, to have appreciation and critical acclaim in Assam as well as India. The film generated serious revenues despite being shot on a very low budget. She also managed to establish noteworthy networks around the globe. Chinese author Dia Jhanke has now produced her recent short films. Rima Das is a terrific example of a filmmaker using film festivals to promote films right from my state. My state. Film festival is clearly a medium for creating opportunities for serious filmmakers, whether one's motive is just to put their stories out to the world, to establish network, or to gain exposure. Production houses contact filmmakers and generate projects or jobs for artists to work from the film festival. Considering all of these aspects, I would definitely use this medium to promote my work.
Right. Okay. So nice. Maybe one point you can add here: how it all started, as in the Indian context. As in foreign cinema making a mark on not Hollywood, foreign cinema. So Wong Kar-wai was one of the first filmmakers who actually became hit in the Indian scenario because of these Indian film festivals started screening his films, and he was the first person which people started, which saw their films in the festivals, and so you can start like Rima Das is a very later अभी वो वही चीज कर रही है जो कि 20 साल पहले Wong Kar-wai के साथ हुआ था. So you can maybe mention that if you're mentioning. Yeah, it's
examples. Okay. I have one question. In the first question, I have not clearly given the examples. Is it like you've mentioned before? You should stick to the masters. So if I'm describing a movie that is not not that famous.
चलिए ठीक है अभी जो है let's read the last
Would it
question.
be a problem? Or should I discuss on
Doesn't matter.
films that are really famous?
See, when they are saying mention the example, you should mention the example. There is nothing to discuss about it. Okay. So it's a very, very self-explanatory. So let's not waste the time. Samya, quickly come.
Yes, sir.
Finally, I will warn you that you are a lazy Bengali boy. Most of the Bengalis are lazy. That is my feeling.
Sorry.
And you have
Sorry.
confirmed my feeling again and again. And that's why you are left out again. So just 5 minutes, quickly start.
Okay, sir. Mise-en-scene or putting into the scene in cinema signifies the director's control over what appears in the film frame. Originally applied while directing plays, it includes aspects of film that overlap with the art of the theatre: setting, lighting, costume, behavior of the figures. Setting is much more important in cinema than theatre because drama on the screen can exist without actors. A banging door, a leaf in the wind, waves in the shore can heighten dramatic effect. Filmmaker can control setting in two ways: selecting an already existing locale to stage the action or constructing the setting. Costume is often coordinated with setting by using apt color design. Moreover, it also often defines our characters. The film director in Fellini's 8.5 uses dark glasses to shield himself from the world.
थोड़ा धीरे पढ़ना please. थोड़ा सा.
अच्छा, sorry. Okay. Costume is often coordinated with setting by using apt color design. Moreover, it also often defines our characters. The film director in Fellini's 8.5 uses dark glasses to shield himself from the world. Third, point number 3. Much of the impact of an image comes from the manipulation of lighting. Lighter and darker areas within the frame help create the overall composition of each shot and thus.
एक मिनट, ये director in 8.5 dark glasses to shield himself from the world. क्या मतलब हुआ इस बात का?
वो दुनिया को अपना मुंह नहीं दिखाना माने वो attention नहीं देना चाहते इसलिए वो dark glasses use करते हैं. वो face करने से
They don't want to have eye contact.
Yes, they don't have eye contact. Yes. Yes. Much of the impact of an image comes from the manipulation of lighting. Lighter and darker areas within the frame help create the overall composition of each shot and thus guide our attention to certain objects and actions. Lighting shapes objects by creating highlights and shadows. Attached shadow occurs when light fails to illuminate parts of an object, and cast shadow is implied by various ways of lighting like frontal, back, and under. By backlighting, we can create a silhouette figure. Underlighting, we can create a distorted figure in horror films. Hard lighting creates clearly defined shadows. Crisp textures, while soft lighting creates a diffuse illumination. Example diya maine. In Satyajit Ray's Aparajito, the sparkling fireflies appear blissfully flying in the air upon Sarbaja's death, the mother of Apu. Rai also uses this style in Horier's death scene, the father. Apparently in Horier's death, the pigeons wailed in the sky after his death. Ideally, this sequence of events marks Horier's freedom from misery. He was very poor son. Indeed, this prop demonstrates the creation's feeling of shock about the deaths. And the second, I have given example of Nayok. In the first nightmare scene of Nayok, we see quicksand of money, initially brought writing to give the effect of what every man actually dreams of: piles and piles of money, literally swimming in cash. Lighting changes, becomes overcast. The mounds of money now suddenly resemble scrap heaps. Winds start howling. Ringing of phone, the ringing gets louder and louder. He stumbles upon the skeleton hand holding the receiver. The hands are everywhere. In the background, one can hear horrible, which is a symbolic of death. He starts sinking. We see Shankarda as a decaying corpse, skin flaking off. This describes the state of the mind of the biggest star in Bengal, who has nothing meaningful in life left except money. The soul is long gone and it traumatizes the star often. It's from Satyajit Ray's Nayak.
Yeah. So I think it's a little too long. That's the only.
Yes, it's the example. When I gave the example, it became 50 words more. Yes.
So you have to be very
shorten
careful.
the example.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Shall I go upar jayenge, please? The other thing I find a little difficult to understand is, see, you're defining lighting, for example.
Yes, sir.
Why it is not a question on lighting. It's a question on.
No, I was saying the aspects of mise-en-scene. I was just trying to explain.
Yeah, but you don't need to define lighting.
Okay.
Mention of lighting is good enough, and a line more maybe how in lighting, as in how a low key and a high key lighting may dramatically change the mood of the scene, and
yes, sir, yes.
Whatever you're trying to mention, but not beyond that, because because then it suddenly takes up a lot of space. and which is not
Yes.
needed. And the intention is not to make the examiner aware of lighting. The question is not on lighting.
Okay, okay, sir.
Second thing, other aspects, other elements like composition and other camera cinematography elements, they
Yes,
are missing here. So
They are
then
missing, yes.
suddenly lighting को इतना वो ये space दिया, and there are other elements which are not.
Word limit ज़्यादा
वो है ही नहीं.
Yes,
तो
yes.
ये तो फिर गलत हो जाएगा. Suddenly then he will know कि oh, he doesn't know much.
I missed the sound and part. I missed the sound and music, but I didn't know that sound and music also was part of something.
It is now. So you have to be careful about these things,
Yes, yes.
Don't get swayed away. That is my only concern. We tend to get swayed away. Question पढ़ते हैं तो हमें एक उसका कुछ element बहुत आता है, तो हम उसमें बह जाते हैं ना. अरे वो तो आता है, मैं तो उस पे तो ताजमहल बनाऊंगा. लेकिन actually you have to understand what is the intent of the question.
Yes, sir.
That is more important. What does the question? What is the examiner seeking from you in that question? And that is the answer. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less is the answer. Right?
Okay.
So
good.
So, yeah, the example is correct.
So we are on time.
Yeah, example is good. Example is good, actually. Example is good.
ठीक है. So Soumya, Sen Gupta, Sen Sharma.
Yes.
Did we cover everybody today?
Yes, more or less everybody. Whosoever has written. Some people are sleeping, as I told you. They will also sleep in the examinations hall. They are just practicing the same art of sleeping. Art of sleeping is very important in India. So let them sleep. It's good for others who are working hard. So more or less, I am now confirmed about certain number of people who are hard working. And the hard working list, Soumya Sen Sharma comes last in the list.
Sorry.
But better to be last rather than not at all be there. So even if he finds his name in the waiting list, it is a good.
Cholbena.
Hovena, Dada
Hovena.
He is Hovena category boy. So even then he has done something. So it's good. So gentlemen, fine for today. Just mark your attendance. I am stop sharing and launching this poll thing.
Okay, great people. So I can leave?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you.
5 seconds.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
They need to press one button and that's it. Okay. Gentlemen, quickly, there are 10 people and keep pressing some button, whatever button you can lay your hand on, and that's it. Okay. So goodbye. See you soon. That's it.